A redwood fence put up by homeowners in San Francisco is pitting neighbor against neighbor. Now the city has stepped in, ordering them to take it down. The homeowners say the new fence replaced one that the city had put up years ago. But critics are upset, saying the land they enclosed is public space. KTVU's Amber Lee joins us now. She spoke with people on both sides of the issue. Amber.
Julie, this dispute is in the city's Bernal Heights neighborhood. The homeowners who put up the redwood fence say they had a long-standing unwritten agreement with the city to take care of that piece of public land in exchange for its use. But city officials say there is no such agreement.
We didn't try to steal this land. When we purchased the property, this was fenced in.
Kathy Sabatino and her husband bought their Bernal Heights home 22 years ago. Their yard butts up to Bernal Hill's open space, land owned by the city of San Francisco. The couple says they've maintained the 1,600 square foot buffer zone that slopes down to their property at their own expense.
We were told by the city, you care for the land, you use the land.
They say a year and a half ago, they paid $8,500 to replace the cyclone fence that was falling apart, seen here from Google Earth, and put up a redwood fence of the same height, 6 feet tall. The Sabatinos say they wanted to maintain the land between their property and the open space for safety reasons.
There was a mutilated body dumped 100 feet from here 2 years ago. There's vandalism, there's tagging, there's hypodermic drug use.
But 6 months after the redwood fence went up, neighbors, including Bud Ryerson, complained to the city. He shared with us photos of the 6-foot fence the Sabatinos put up and a treehouse on city property.
He clearly thinks that the land belongs to him. I want the fence to come down. I want the land to be restored to a reasonably park-like condition.
The city's Recreation and Parks Department says it has tried to work out a compromise with the Sabatinos, asking them to reduce the height of the fence from 6 feet to 3.5 feet. The city says the couple complied and removed the treehouse, but that they failed to keep a gate along the fence open to the public and failed to remove portions of the fence that encloses the city-owned land. So now the city has ordered the Sabatinos to take down the fence.
Our whole job is to protect public land for public use. You can't just build a fence on parkland and expand your backyard.
The Sabatinos say they did not agree to remove the sides of the fence because it would be hazardous.
Look at that drop-off. So if they tear this all out, tell me that kids and dogs aren't going to have a lawsuit.
And there's a lot of places where people could fall. And if we built a fence everywhere in the park where somebody could get into trouble, the whole park would be covered with fences.
I asked the couple if they're going to remove the fence.
I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do, honestly.
The city says the Sabatinos have until the end of the month, that means Friday, to take down the fence. If the couple doesn't comply, the city says it will send in a crew to remove the fence at the couple's expense. Reporting live, Amber Lee, KTVU, Fox 2 News.
An odd story in San Francisco. It's all about that fence right there. Property owners along a park are being told to tear down that brand new fence by the end of this week. The land they fenced in isn't theirs. NBC Bay Area's Mark Matthews is in Bernal Heights for us with the details. Mark.
You know, Raj, they say good fences make good neighbors. This is a perfectly fine redwood fence, well built. Let me show you what's wrong with it, though. It is sitting on city property. You see all of this land here, those trees, every bit of it, right up to the wall of that house, is part of the Bernal Heights Park. Mark Sabatino bought this place 22 years ago.
We went to the city when we bought the house and asked them if we could purchase the land, and they said no, we're not allowed to sell it, but you can use it as long as you take care of it.
So Sabatino replaced steps, built retaining walls, removed dead trees, and just recently replaced an old chain link fence with this wooden one.
It's giving us some privacy, it's giving us some security. It looks better than it used to.
But it doesn't look better to Bud Ryerson, who lives a couple of blocks away.
They went onto property that didn't belong to them, tore down a fence that didn't belong to them, and then built this thing.
Ryerson and his wife took their complaints to the city's Parks Department, which has decided that the fence must go by the end of this week.
Or the Recreation and Park Department will come in, remove it ourselves, and bill them for the cost of that.
A lot of people using the park have followed the fight on Nextdoor and other social media sites.
It's a nice fence. Right, it's better than the chain link fence.
It's nice if they want to leave the fence there, but it's not their property.
Sarah Madland of the Parks Department told me that the city will replace the fence with one of their own, but she did not say exactly where. But if you ask Bud Ryerson,
I think that they should build a fence right along his property line.
even though the property line is the exterior wall of his house.
That's the appropriate place for it.
And so this fence, this well-built fence, has become a divide between neighbors and between the homeowners and the city. And there are actually two homeowners. This is Mark Sabatino's place. He bought it in '98. That is Beverly Anderson's house. She bought it in 1967. Neither one of them have anything in writing from the city that says they have any right to this property that has been their front yards for decades. Reporting from Bernal Heights, Mark Matthews, NBC Bay Area News.
A lot of debate there. Thank you, Mark.